Good afternoon, Tembo.
Good afternoon, RCM, and how are you this afternoon?
I'm good, I can't complain. What are you bringing to this coaching session?
So today I want to share with you my plan. There's training that I want to establish. So I have prepared just a short plan for you to understand what is it about and where do I want to do the training. So the training is a security related training where I intend to do training as a security officer and also obtain the firearm competency.
Okay. Give me more details in terms of the security training, the competency. I'm not so familiar with the two.
So for the security training, there's grades that I need to do, which are grade E, grade D, grade C, and grade B. The grades that I've mentioned, for grade E, you are just a patrol officer. For grade D, you are the officer at the gate who does access control. For grade C, you protect the information within the organization. And for grade B, you are now in a supervisory level. All of these grades, they take 1 week for one to complete the training. So which means it's going to be 4 weeks in total for all the 4 grades. And then from there, I need to register with the Private Security Industry Regulating Authority, which is SIRA. I've been told that it can take anything from 4 to 12 weeks. So after that, I will be registered as a security officer. And then from there, I'll be able to move on to my next training, which is the firearm use and handling training, where now I will be trained by a separate or a different service provider in handling and use of firearm for personal use and for business purposes. I cannot just jump to business purposes. I need to do personal use first, then I can do for business purposes. Also with that, there are modules that I need to do first. The theory, which is 6 unit standards, as I will be doing training for three firearm competencies, which is the shotgun, the handgun, and the rifle. So within the 6, the first 3 is for personal use, and then the last 3 is for business purposes. And then from there, the training will take about 4 weeks as well. And I will need to register with the South African Police Services for me to get my firearm competency. So what does that firearm competency mean? It means that now I will be able to carry and use the gun within, or the firearm within, the public space or within the work environment. So that registration, it takes about 3 months for me to get that firearm competency certificate or the card.
Wow, quite interesting. I've noted that you gave a couple of time frames that you can achieve this. But now, how do you intend achieving those competencies within that period?
Within that period, I'll have to go to class. There will be a theory class that I will need to attend for 2 weeks. And then from there, I will need to go to the shooting range now, where all the practicals are going to take place. So that's divided 2 weeks and the other 2 weeks for practicals. As I'm currently employed, I'm planning to do this after hours. Okay. And the service provider has agreed that we can meet and do it after hours.
Wow, great stuff. So what are your strengths in terms of this particular training that you are so passionate about?
My strength, I would say I'm an interpersonal person. I can work with anyone within the organization. Remember, with security, you interact with everyone. because you are at the entry point within the organization. And also when you do your patrols, you need to engage and interact. If you see something that is so intriguing, you need to engage and ask that person the relevant questions within that situation. So that skill is going to assist me a lot in terms of making sure that protective services is visible within the organization. And also you need to be in constant communication with your customers, of which if I were to be part of Rainwater Protective Services, employees would be my customers. So I need to engage with them when coming or exiting the premises to find out where they are going and if they are using the Rainwater vehicles, and get all that information so that it can be captured in the occurrence book.
Okay, quite interesting. Now tell me, do you intend changing a career path? Do you see yourself still in the sector within the next 3 years?
Not really changing the career path. Remember, within the environmental health, we also have law enforcement, where we work with the municipality bylaws, we work with the acts and regulations. So I believe protective services is nothing different from that, as it is guided by the laws, and also it is guided by the acts and regulations. And also within the organizations, there's procedures, there's policies that need to be followed. So I believe I wouldn't have deviated much from the qualification that I obtained now. But also it wouldn't be a waste of time for me to do this, as it is what I want to do, I am passionate about and want to learn. So the information will be taken into good cause.
Oh, quite interesting. Now tell me, what might be the bottlenecks in this journey?
I think the bottlenecks will be that time will be limited for me, as I need to attend after hours. I also have personal life that I need to balance within me studying, me working, and me having a family. So I think that's the main challenge that I might have.
Okay. And where are these service providers?
The service providers are in Vereniging, which is about 45 minutes from where I work and from home. So also traveling might be an issue for me if it's quite late coming back, but we'll have to make a plan for it to work for me.
Okay. Quite interesting. Is there anything else maybe that you want to highlight regarding this, your vision and your milestone in getting there?
It would be that with this, it will also bring a new skill within the risk control and within the protective services environment, where now I will be trying to engage more and making sure that I avail my services within that space.
Okay, all right. And why is this so important to you?
I've seen that protective services play an important part within an organization, and it's a protection of employees and the information and the infrastructure. Remember, we need the infrastructure, we need the people safe and sound at work. So it is the key of any business. So I figured, let me just do it and see where it takes me.
It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Now tell me, with regard to our sessions, the coach and coachee session, is there anything else that you want the two of us to discuss? Anything that maybe you want to ask?
It will be, I think, developments within the training that I want to do, and also to make sure that I make you understand or know where I am within that particular space. And also just for my personal development, I would want us to meet more often so that I can be able to share with you any challenges that I encounter, even if it's outside of the plan that I've just proposed to you or just shared with you. It will also help me to ensure that my graduate program is productive and my needs as an individual are met within the work environment.
Okay. No, thank you so much for your presentation, and I've learned as well from your presentation. In terms of us having this session, how often do you want us to meet?
I'd like to propose that we meet every 2 weeks, if that is fine with you, and also when there's a need for us to meet within that 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
No, that's fine. It's just to let you know that what we are discussing will remain between the two of us. There will be confidentiality that will be kept between our sessions, and you are welcome to share anything with me.
Okay, thank you so much, and for availing yourself and for the fact that you agreed to be my coach. I believe that I'm going to gain a lot from you, your personality, how you do your work, and looking forward to working with you.
Thank you so much, Timbo, for the compliment, and enjoy the rest of your day. I will hear from you in terms of our next session.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, that's